Hey everyone, what's scent? What's scent you're rocking? What are you wearing right now? What matter what time of day you're watching this? I have on, have you heard of this one? It's been on Instagram a bit. I think it's an Etsy shop. My logo totally, the oils, it didn't get shipped that good. Little jump there due to battery. Got caught again. Anyways, Cocoa Moon. I also have the other one, the Java one. Problem with the Etsy, the guys are just starting out, so that these are just Amazon bottles. I actually have the same problem. I think I might own the frosted version of these bottles from Amazon, and they leak. And I've had the same problem carrying them from home to playing around with them. The oils leak all over, and then it had nice printing on there. It totally waxed all off. Thank goodness I wrote down what it was. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to tell the two apart. I mean, the smell would, but I wouldn't remember the names kind of thing for this stuff. Smell good. They're oils. Pretty sure they're all oil. The oil's the carrier, not alcohol. Good smelling stuff. Getting ready for my summer stuff. How about you guys? Summer, spring. I'm not really a seasonal guy. Spring, summer's kind of melded. Plus, I'm in the Northwest, so it's not like our 90-degree days are so mixed. Sometimes it's end of May, rarely June, August, September. I mean, it just mixes. It's part of living in the Northwest, part that I love. This isn't about the weather in the Northwest. This is about confessions. Confessions of a Garden Gnome by Fort Manle. Second review from Fort Manle that I've done. I love this house. This is going to be a featured house on the channel, always. Rasai is rocking it in the perfume world. If you've smelled anything, I mean, him not being a master blender, he's becoming one. Not going through the school. When I say that, I'm not disrespecting. I'm talking about the schooling that they have to go to. And I'm not disrespecting people going to that schooling. That's an intense thing. But to the skill that's showcased in Fort Manle Perfumes. If you guys have to all know, anybody probably watching this, if you're noobs and you found this video just barely researching it, I mean, just get the sample pack. This is Perfumery. This is where the industry needs to be headed. Anyways, guys, stay tuned for the review. All right, we're going to do some confessing. Confessing from that Garden Gnome by Fort Manle. What a creative name. Here's what the full bottles look like. As I do get into it, these are the redesigned bottles, so I didn't get lucky enough to own. I wish I did the original bottles. They're a little shorter. I think these are better for shipping kind of thing. Still both pretty. I just like the bulkier, shorter square ones for my collection. That's me. That's nitpicky. It really doesn't matter. They're the same to me. They're beautiful, beautiful stuff. $190, 50 ml. He is approaching the $4 an ml price. Eau de parfum, floral, woody, musk. This is billed as. Notes on this one: cedar musk, Sicilian bergamot, coriander, yuzu, pink pepper, lily of the valley, mango, rose, violet leaf, ambergris, and amber. I'm salivating. I am salivating. 50-50 on this one for unisex all day long. The bloom of spring, the winter chill, the summer sun, and the autumn wind can only be experienced by those who have become one with it. The garden is all we know, and there we shall remain. That's from Fort Manle. This is getting a 3.93 out of 5 on Fragrantica. I have had samples from this house probably the same day as Abel. I just held off. Want to get my video format done, especially for the Fort Manle now that we're moving into some sprinkling them into. I'm just too excited. I got to sprinkle in stuff that I love on the channel. Fort Manle is one of those ones that I love. So I just getting too antsy to just stick with mundane and whatever. Had to, not that other stuff's mundane, but this is something I'm passionate about. And what he's doing and what you're smelling. Every fragrance just is a dance. Just you're ready for the next song, the next dance, and there it comes on. It's like watching the Lord of the Dance, like they come out and just change every time, and they're just kicking and whatever. So much going on. That's how smelling this thing is. And then the music is just, it's an over senses sensation, the sensationalization of your senses is like smelling these Fort Manleys. He just touches your senses in new ways, and your brain better be ready if you want to. There's two ways to wear it. You can go for all the notes and try to get them, and then your brain is tantalized and just you're very active because of that, or just enjoy it. Put it on and just enjoy the accord. Sit back, just like listening to a song and smell the accord that he created for you. I definitely want every bottle from this house, just the creativity alone, even though some of the notes might not be appealing. Overall compositions are, every one of them that I've smelled. I talk about listing specific ingredients and companies. He does that on a couple of those, naming the bergamot, Sicilian bergamot. That's just an extra step that I want from perfumers, that little detail. He is a perfumer taking the extra step, going over and beyond, under promising, over delivering on fragrance. When you put down the $4 an ml, you're like, oh man. I mean, I've had some that do not deliver. Every one of his have delivered that I've owned. I have 2 full bottles now, and I have bought the sample pack full price. That's delivered over and beyond. I now have, I can't even review Bortnikov because I went through that right when I got it like crazy. First 2 weeks. Of course I want it, but it's like, which ones do I want? And here we are. My 18 reasons I gave why I got Fate Salt Mehmet. I wouldn't regret picking one over the other any day. Fragrance compared to the Perfume's Notes, spring is definitely in the air. I bought the garden name, whether it's suggestive or not, to a T. And we're not talking about any garden. This is a special garden. I mean, smelling this, the citrus is chosen so carefully. I've talked about the yuzu before. It is such a soft, delicate Japanese sort of fragrance. It's how the Japanese like it. It's subtle and beautiful at the same time. I'm sure that's why he picked a very specific bergamot, to not overpower that, but just keep that subtleness going with just another citrus level in that. So the opening, you get this just beautiful, bright accord that is just divine. Pepper plays into it perfectly. The pink pepper, way softer than black, bright, little bit fruity also in its own right kind of pepper. Beautiful opening. The heart, that mango transitions for me, the top and the heart. You have that crisp mangoey fruit. And I don't even like eating mango. Smelling it, I'm fine with. And yes, I've tried the best fresh mangoes from Caribbean. There in the Caribbean, I just don't like it. Anyways, this mango I love. It takes that citrus and just cuddles it and moves it right into the lily of the valley, the nice floral. I mentioned this in the last one. It's like you're just on this walk with him, and he gently walks you through a garden in this case, just gently, and you get whiffs of all the stuff growing and all the stuff around. In this, with the ambergris carrying the caramel vanillic amber on top of mango and the violet leaf. Again, this is a rose that is, even master perfumers, the rose sticks out a bit too much for me in a lot of their fragrances. This is one of the roses that I've come across that is just well played in this and plays around everything. It's like you can walk away from the rose, then you walk up close to it, you get a whiff of it, and then you walk away again. It just comes and goes perfectly with everything else I'm sure that's part of that real ambergris that's going on in this. That's what it helps do. That's why it's been used in perfumery, is the magic it creates for all the other notes and just lets them play off of it, so to say, like a wave in the ocean. That's what it's meant to do. And that's what it is. It just sits there as waves in the ocean, gets carried to shore kind of thing. And that's what it does for fragrances. It's funny that it does what it is, like most things. I don't just say that to be poetic or whatnot, but it literally, it's bringing the other notes to shore for you. Make no mistake, we are moving into one of the best self-made master perfumers there is. I kind of said that on the top and led into this, my thoughts here. You have Andy also, who struck gold with the Accord, which I think he'd agree with, of LDDM. And here, the difference is Rasai is doing this without a house Accord. This is so much harder. You take each one of these fragrances and they're literally their own thing. This is about like a master chef, like Iron Chef. You watch Iron Chef and those guys, I mean, those guys blow my mind how they can do so much in just that limited time each and every time they compete against somebody. Every one of his fragrances is different and features different notes. I don't have a house Accord that I can smell, that I can differentiate. If there is out there in the fragrance community, I want to talk about it because I'm not picking it up. And maybe that's the purpose of it. Maybe he does have these like few notes that just help carry every note that he actually chooses to a T. He uses more really good, high quality ingredients as far as composition and best blend that I know of on the market at $4 an ml. Compositions are just awesome. Kudos to Rasai for that. This is a guy, he doesn't distill. At least I don't know if he does. I would like to know if he's tincture distilling now. That means our ingredients are going to get even better and even more potent, and he'll have more to play with and be able to keep that price down. Because now, even keeping it $4 an ml, when you have to buy your ingredients even wholesale, there's still a markup from distiller to him that has to be taken into account for. That I only mention that because I'm so high strung on, I give such good reviews to the Region of the Doors and Insar Ouds because they are able to get the cheapest price for the best ingredients, and that's how they're delivering to us. And I mentioned that if designer houses, if they had to distribute at the mass level they did, I mean, the price would be over 5 times with those same ingredients. So here we have Rasai just delivering exceptional smells with exceptional ingredients at just a great price point. He put a lot of risk in his brand, and you can tell every time you sniff one of these, the risk that he put into his brand. He is on the upswing of his risk. I've caught him on the upswing. We all have. You can see that now that it's paid off. And he's one of the few perfumers that I would gladly blind buy from. I'm not saying you should. I'll never say you should. I'll never even say you should buy what I like. I'm just here to tell you what I think about it, what I think about the notes and what they are. You can decide on those factors and help be a cog in the wheel of deciding, making educational decisions and pushing the perfume market forward. But he's a guy that I would blind buy from all day long. I don't know one fragrance I'm not happy with from him. I couldn't find a mood. Again, I talk about mood fragrance, kind of couldn't find a mood to just put it on and get creativity sparked from it. All right, Confessions of a Garden Gnome scoring. Addictiveness, 14 out of 15. That's with originality. Projecticillage, 2 out of 5. Longevity, 2 out of 5. Composition, 23 out of 25. Longevity and price to ml in this one, 21 out of 25 for sure. The fragrance as a whole, the top, heart, and base, the top 10 out of 10. The heart, 3 out of 5. The base, 7 out of 10. Total score of 82. Grab a bottle, share with a friend, decant with a friend. This, where I see this wearing a daily pick-me-up or a creative mood burst for me all year round. for this kind of fragrance. Who do I see wearing this? Uncle Monty. I don't know, a series of unfortunate events, if you guys watch that. 5 or 7 sprays for me. That's what I have. Fort Manle Confessions of Garden Gnome. Peace out, guys. Be blessed.